I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass capped in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cupid chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hall again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's 1 on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Take this one up close to about the 45.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Able to find Pryor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now Chandler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They run it with Chandler.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Bo Melton
46 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 24, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. After the interception, here's Wilson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get him down up past the 15. On 1st down, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. Flush to his right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Fields. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. Touchdown, Carolina! Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Now Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on second down. Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. For Marshall, that's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw, Fields. It's complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To the air again, Fields. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. He finds Marshall on the screen. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped for the game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Fields now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chandler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Again, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fields throwing again. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Brought down at the 20. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. All eyes on Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Down inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Baltimore, it's a win they needed, and for nothing else than their sanity as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Let's go. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical excellence.